How you doing? How you doing? Hello? Hello?
Gửi email cho
Hello? Americans. Vietnamese American. Hello? Hello? Hello, Vietnamese Americans.
gửi email cho
Hello? Americans. Vietnamese American. Hello? Hello? Hello, Vietnamese Americans. Hello? Hello? Americans. Vietnamese
Hello.
American. Hello? Hello? Hello, Vietnamese Americans. Hello? Hello, everyone in the world. Hello? Especially Vietnamese American. Now, at this time, we, I think, Americans, they don't watch my videos at this time. And some people are from Canada and especially now Australia. Yes, Australia. And people in Vietnam. Many people, Vietnamese people who know English a little bit can speak or hear in English what I'm saying. Thank you. Today, you know about gold investment. You know a lot of Vietnamese families when they are a little rich, they will buy gold. Yes, exactly. Put them in their house. But someone will trade gold, sell and buy gold to get profit, and good profit. Do you believe in what Truong Quoc Huy and n10Tv in the US, California? He is living in California. I know. To invest in gold, you need to watch news. In Vietnam and in the US, especially if you know the US news, American news, you will know the news of the world. So I'm sorry for the last video. It wasn't successful because there was an issue. I need to check. How can we invest in gold to get good profit? Okay, we continue. That's okay. And you can see what did he said.
Gửi email
What did he
tôi
say?
chỉ cho. Cái đó là thiệt. Vậy thôi. Ngày hôm qua mấy người gãy cổ rồi. Nhiều lắm, mấy người đu ngày hôm qua, sáng ngày hôm nay gãy cổ 5 triệu 10 triệu, 5 triệu 10 triệu. Yes. Bây giờ giá vàng của Việt Nam với thế giới đó, nó chênh lệch chút xíu, cái phía sau tôi sẽ giải thích cho quý vị. Và quý vị nào bây giờ quý vị nghe nè, giàu nghèo gì cũng vậy á, đôi lúc á tôi nói chuyện với lại mấy cái diễn đàn của bên Việt Nam á, tôi nghe tôi thấy ghét lắm, thành ra tôi không có tham gia. Nó nhảy múa, nhưng mà cái tin này rất là quan trọng nha. Đầu tiên nhất, mấy quý vị nào tiệm vàng liên quan đến kim hoàng đồ này nọ ở phía.
Okay, you need to know his education first. We should follow him to analyze gold market. You know, to guess the gold price, we need to know news. And you can see he read a lot of newspapers in Vietnam and in the US. Now he has been living in the US. So he easy to get the information around the world. Living with, play with the rich who have high education. So, you know, although I have a high education, a bachelor's degree, but I have taught myself anything, and it's the important knowledge for me. You can see, but you can see he wants something bad for the Vietnamese economy. He doesn't want the Vietnamese economy better. To complain the Vietnamese government communism. You can see he hates Democrats in the US because the Democratic Party has thoughts like communism. So we aren't different, but the opposite. Sometimes he said he is a prophet. The same pronunciation with prophet. We can check together. We learn English together. I'm using Cambridge Dictionary. Come on. Prophet, who can get even know what will happen in the future. Unbelievable. If economist, I will use Longman Dictionary. So, prophet, the same pronunciation with profit, the money.
Profit.
The money we gain by selling things or do some business. After your costs have been paid. Profit. Dictionary.
Economist.
Even economists can't get the gold prize. Even ChatGPT. No. It can't forecast exactly what the price of gold will be today. Even AI get all data in the internet. Even it can't. So if we have more knowledge, we maybe get good profit by guess. But you need to know what reason make gold price increase. Reason. Yeah. Increase. We need to check pronunciation. increase,
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 increase, gold price increase,
increase, increase,
increase. Now increase. So Chat GPT give us some reasons. High inflation, weakening currency, low real interest rates, weakening of the US dollar, self-haven demand, central bank purchases, institutional demand, supply constraints, and strong physical demand. So you can see. We learn leak storage. We need to check its pronunciation carefully. Constraints. Contrast. You know, even we get data around the world, we can't guess exactly. How can he guess the gold price? He is lying and overtakes his knowledge. It isn't good for Vietnamese people who are believing him.
Việt Nam cẩn thận chính trị quốc gia, dự trữ ngoại hối thường xuyên bị thâm hụt. Nhưng sau khi có nghị định số 24 bổ sung tăng lên cái cơ chế độc quyền sản xuất vàng miếng thông qua nhà nước.
Okay, I will tell you my real story. Yes, a real story. I studied at the high school for the gifted in Trà Vinh City, now Vĩnh Long City. I was one of the top students. And then I studied at Vietnam National University, Ho Chi Minh University of Science, about software development. I thought I was intelligent, and my older sisters thought I could know anything. She asked me about the gold price. Will increase or decrease. And I was overconfident, like Truong Quoc Huy. When we don't have enough knowledge, we are often overconfident to talk about some things. And then I was wrong. So how can we invest in gold? Do you see Truong Quoc Huy and n10TV in California to invest in gold? He doesn't. Because the topic, many Vietnamese people want to know. When they have a little bit money, they will buy gold. Some people will trade, sell and buy gold. Some people will become investors. But now we should learn from China, focusing on startups. But you can see how many startups will be successful. 5%. Like charity.
Charity.
Charity. So you can see Sharkbin. Many people think, investors think startups like founders like scammers. Founders accept they are scammers better than they are loser. Loser. Because it's very difficult to get successful to compete international companies, especially in the US, companies in the US, because American companies have a lot of money. They can do anything impossible, because I'm a philosopher. I can understand why American company can get successful. Because dualism, our society is diverse. So the opposite can be successful. Like I want to create building another website like Facebook. I can if I have money. 10 years ago, I set up a software company with a co-worker, my classmate, working for Americans. So I may understand American cultures and about economy. I was a founder, entrepreneur. You need to pronounce the word. Entrepreneur. So my knowledge, I don't have to say my knowledge is better than Truong Quoc Huy and n10TV. I know many Vietnamese people are watching my video. If you have low education, don't worry. I give you my ways to think. Even better than some people with a bachelor's degree. Because I'm a philosopher and linguist. I even teach Americans how to pronounce English letters, English words. Exactly. They don't know. Like many Vietnamese people don't know how to pronounce Vietnamese letters, Vietnamese sounds. We only learn Vietnamese sounds by defaults. In defaults, we don't understand. Only linguists like me. But first, we need to know Vietnamese news, American news. If we know American news, we will know what's happening around the world. And then better, we should learn from the rich. We should make friend relationships with the rich. Businessman, they know how to invest. They will advise you how to invest. In their private groups. So we need to connect with the rich people. Or even highly ranking officer officers who may have news. So, but it isn't enough for you to invest in gold successfully. How? We need time to learn. I can you go to study at the university for at least 4 years to work on something. So we also need 2 years to research gold market. You can see you can find anything about gold. If you know English, easy for you to find the information. But it isn't good enough. Like I'm using ChatGPT. It doesn't know, Lying. Do you know about Bitcoin? The US government behind Bitcoin. So they seized about $15 billion of Chen Zhi, a Chinese person, a Chinese businessman. How can the US government seize the money? So the US government is controlling Bitcoin. So you can see lying, lying. I know Americans have no choice. They have to lie. And success. Congratulations. So, criminals will use Bitcoin to trade. Bitcoins will be US dollars in the future. Do you know? So, Americans control the media. They control truth. Control anything. So, I accept Americans should be the leader of the world. Because they are the richest, kindest, good people. They have to be, even Bitcoin lying on the internet.
Nó hạ nhiệt về vấn đề thế quan với Trung Cộng, tình hình Trung Đông bình ổn, thành ra là 2 tháng vừa qua nó tăng lên tới 25% rồi. Vì biết không, giá vàng nó là vấn đề là cái giới đầu tư á, họ lo về cái nợ chính phủ, hiểu không, và cộng với lại cái giá đô la, với lại cái
So I said we need time to study gold. Do you know why I can speak English fluently? It will take 5 years, at least 4 hours a day, 4 hours per day to learn, think, speak English. Like now, I'm live streaming, so I speak, think in English. It's good for me to practice and speak English fluently. You need to follow my way. We don't have another choice. I said the time period to my friend who wanted to learn English, but he didn't accept the time. So now, can he speak English fluently? He can't. We need time because we need to feel new information by 5 senses: sight, smell, touch, hearing, taste, to learn new information. We need time. So we need to record what's happening to the gold price every day. So we need to charts. We need a tool to create charts.
chart,
Charts. You can see. One chart for day to day, one chart for month to month. Why did the gold price increase? Why? Reasons. So we write these reasons every day. Comparison with data. Example, the previous year, this year, and the next year. What's different? What's different? How do you feel about data? So we need 3 years. We need time, 3 years, to feel big data of the world price. You can invest a little bit, 1 ounce, to check your knowledge, your understanding about the price before you invest larger. More. So anything depends on its pattern. Pattern. Very important. Pattern. In philosophy, patterns. In computing science. It's repeated. So you can't follow anyone, professors, professionals, to invest in gold. You need knowledge. And if I have money, I only invest in gold. 20 or 30% of my property. Not much. Because I have knowledge. I want to build something new, such as websites. 10 years ago, I had a software company in Saigon.
Saigon,
Ho Chi Minh City. At that time, I couldn't speak English fluently, only I could write and read in English. But Americans didn't require me to speak English fluently. But I saw a lot of people who can speak English fluently. They got good money. So I think about software development. It would continue as well as possible. But the gold era is over. Now about AI, artificial intelligence. I'm working on AI now, but the job isn't stable. We're difficult now. So that's why I become a YouTuber, and I hope you subscribe to my channel. I will continue to live stream day to day for you to know about Vietnam, the business in Vietnam, because I was a founder, entrepreneur, an entrepreneur. So I can get good information for you. Especially if you don't speak English fluently, you can learn English with me. First, you need to master American sounds.
This game, you're not ready for it.
Hello there, this is the Sounds American channel. In this video, we're going to talk about the American vowel sound as in the word ago. You can also hear this sound in words like above, person, parent, or action. Please note that we'll be using a special phonetic symbol for this sound. The sound is one of the two most frequently used vowel sounds in American English. In fact, 1 in every 5 words has the sound. If you want to pronounce it like an American, keep watching. Okay, to pronounce the sound, you should focus on relaxing your tongue and lips. Slightly open your mouth, relax your lips, and leave them in a neutral position. Place your tongue in the middle of your mouth and relax it. Remember, the sound is very relaxed, so your tongue and lips should be relaxed when you pronounce it. Let's try saying it. Now let's practice this sound in some words. You'll see a word on the screen and hear its pronunciation, like this. Ability. You'll have a few seconds to pronounce the word if you want to. Let's begin. Above. Abrupt. Absence. Absent. Abyss. Academic. Accident. Accurate. Accusal.
So,
Achieve. Across. Action.
very important.
Actual.
You need to know
Adapt.
the YouTube channel.
Addition. Address. Adequate. Adjust. Administration. Adopt. Adult. Advance. Affect. Afraid.
Okay. So, I talk about the patterns of the price, the gold price. We need to know. We need to feel. We need 3 years to investigate the price, to understand the gold market. So, isn't easy, but you will be an expert about gold investment. Sometimes I think you can see many startups in Vietnam aren't successful. I can understand why. Only 5% startups will get successful. I wanted to build a website like Facebook to sell and buy free, like social e-commerce. But I have to use Google Map. So I have to pay a lot of money for Google Map. You can see any startups about software are related to the US technologies. How can Facebook use Google Map? Bing Map, Microsoft. Yeah. Facebook team up with Microsoft, a partner. So Facebook can use a map for free. But my company, my startup is a Vietnamese startup. I have to pay, or at least I need to ask them to support my startup. So, isn't easy. You can see TikTok. One exception. TikTok. So, I built a demo with 3 developers and 1 graphic designer. After 6 months, I didn't have enough money to continue, so I worked along, writing a business plan, pitch deck, finding investors. But who know me? Nobody. Nobody in Vietnam. Who know me? Who care? Who cares? In Vietnam, even you are very smart, intelligent, but no one knows you. So you need to build a rub, making business relationships. Will be easy if you live in the US. Yeah, Americans are rich. They can easily pour money into your startup. You know? Why do Americans think your startup will be success? In dualism, our society is diverse. Anything can have the opposite. That means very diverse. Especially in a few years ago, I redefined dualism. I can understand human intelligence and artificial intelligence are a kind of dualism. But AI happened quickly. More quickly than I thought. ChatGPT, changing anything. A few companies in the world now want to build a website. They don't need about psychology, they are waiting or they are building the others. So I still don't have a job, a stable job. So you need to subscribe to my channel. And if you watch Truong Quoc Huy n10TV, you should you should know news in Vietnam and in the US. I don't like to read Vietnamese newspapers, such as vnexpress.net. Maybe I only read the title. I'm lazy, So maybe we need Truong Quoc Huy to know about news. But his analysis isn't good enough because he has education limited. So now we should use AI because it can research data around the world, in the world. But it isn't good enough. You have to have knowledge. Improve your knowledge. So even my older sister, she got good profit from investing in gold, although she studied until grade 4, but she is watching YouTube videos about gold investment. But I think the better way, you should follow my thoughts, how to think, how to learn, get knowledge to invest in gold. Exactly. We shouldn't depend on luck. Thank you. If you want to learn English, you want to learn about Vietnam, please comment in my video. Thank you.
Look,